Hi there, Scarlet Marvel here, and welcome to this week's Marvel News Roundup. Let's get started. Last weekend was Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania's second weekend in theaters, and unfortunately, it performed rather poorly, earning $31.9 million domestic, meaning it had a 69.8% drop, the worst second weekend drop of any MCU film. Now, this may be a bad sign for the MCU, but it's also noteworthy that the Ant-Man films have generally not performed very well compared to other Marvel films, and that this drop, while the lowest, is comparable to other drops that have been seen in the past 2 years. Now, let's look at the overall total. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania has made $172.8 million domestic so far, and $369 million worldwide so far. It's looking in okay shape, but we'll make sure to track it in the coming weeks and see how it goes. Now, the Marvel film that released prior to Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania has also shown up in the news this past week, with Black Panther: Wakanda Forever winning 10 awards at the NAACP Image Awards, including Outstanding Motion Picture, Outstanding Ensemble Cast, and Outstanding Supporting Actress and Actor for Angela Bassett and Tenoch Huerta. Additionally, Voices Rising, the music of Wakanda Forever, a documentary series about the making of the music in Wakanda Forever, released on Disney Plus just this past Wednesday. Now, the next Marvel film, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, was also in the news this week, because its release date was moved up to May 3rd. But only for those in the UK and Ireland. You get to watch it 2 days early. Congratulations. Now, with Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania having just released, the screenwriter, Jeff Loveness, has been doing a lot of interviews, where he's actually revealed a couple things for his next project. A little movie called Avengers: Kang Dynasty, which is the next Avengers film. Now, he's told us a little bit about who he expects to include in the movie and who he expects not to include. Now, he said that Namor is a character he's very excited to write, and he also teased the appearances of Florence Pugh's Yelena Belova and Letitia Wright's Shuri. However, he stated that, more than likely, he will not include Blade or the Fantastic Four in the film. Now, with all this talk of Kang Dynasty, why don't you tell me in the comments below who you're most excited to see in Avengers: Kang Dynasty? Jeff Loveness is not the only Marvel creative to give some news this past week, with Echo actress Alaqua Cox teasing an October release date for Echo through some mysterious tweets, where she stated, "Can October hurry up and get here already?" And when a fan responded, "Is that when Echo releases?" she simply left a few smirky faces. Could that be when Echo releases? That would contradict what was previously predicted by the showrunner of Echo, who stated it will probably come around early 2024. Maybe we get it in October, a few months earlier than anticipated. Another Marvel actor, Hugh Jackman, stated that he will be playing a dual role in Deadpool 3. Could this potentially mean he will be playing a variety of Wolverine variants, with 2 main ones? Possibly. We know the multiverse is a focus of Marvel's narrative right now, so it would be pretty interesting to see Hugh Jackman play a couple Wolverine versions. Now, the last piece of news for the MCU is actually a brand new hero, never before seen in comics or past MCU projects, Kahori, who has appeared on leaked Funko Pop merch for What If Season 2. Additionally, this merch was street dated, apparently, for March 8th, potentially confirming that What If Season 2 is still coming out sometime soon, as was originally announced. Now, looking at this new hero, it's really exciting because the MCU has not released a lot of new heroes so it'll be interesting to see how she'll play into What If Season 2. Next up, we got some announcements for Sony's Marvel projects. First up, Karan Soni, who you may know from Deadpool, has been cast as the voice of Spider-Man India in Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Just last week we got a look at Spider-Man India through his Funko Pop being revealed. So he's a welcome addition to Across the Spider-Verse. Another casting announcement from Sony. Industry insider Jeff Snyder has revealed that Sydney Sweeney, who's been confirmed to be cast in Madam Web, could be playing Spider-Woman, specifically the Julia Carpenter version. This in particular is exciting as while Julia Carpenter started as Spider-Woman, she later became Madam Web and is currently going by that alias in the comics. Could she be an additional Madam Web? Maybe. We'll see when that movie comes out next year. Let's move on to some comic news. First up, the comics released this past Wednesday. We have Cosmic Ghost Rider #1, Captain America, Sentinel of Liberty #10, Ghost Rider #12, Hallows Eve #1, I Am Iron Man #1, Murder World, Game Over #1, Rogue and Gambit #1, Spider-Gwen, Shadow Clones #1, Spider-Man #6, Spider-Man, Unforgiven #1, Star Wars #32, Star Wars, Han Solo and Chewbacca #10, Star Wars, Hidden Empire #4, Star Wars, The High Republic, The Blade #3, Star Wars, The Mandalorian #8, Venom #17, and X-Force #38. As you can see, a lot of these comics are brand new series, and a lot of them are Star Wars comics. So feel free to check out any of these comics at your local comic store. Now we also got 2 more pieces of news for Marvel Comics. Specifically, they were more so updates, more information on projects that were previously announced. First up, we got a trailer for the new Guardians of the Galaxy relaunch that's releasing this April. It has a Western aesthetic, which is new for the Guardians, and focuses on a mysterious event known as Grootfall. Feel free to check the trailer out. Next up, Contest of Chaos, an event that was announced just last week, got some new information added to it. We now know it will focus on Agatha Harkness's mission to recreate the Darkhold. It will start in Scarlet Witch Annual, coming out this June, before continuing in various other annuals throughout the summer, where Agatha will pit various heroes against one another using chaos magic. Pretty much all the characters you've seen on the cover image of Contest of Chaos that was released last week are gonna battle each other. We'll see how the pairings work out in the summer, and I'm excited to check out all the annuals in this event. Outside of comics, movies, and shows, we got some news on art books. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, the art of the movie, just released this past week. So make sure to buy it if you want to own all the awesome art made for that movie. And in honor of the 15th anniversary of the MCU, all 24 Infinity Saga art books will be re-released beginning June 27th, 2023 through 2025, beginning with Iron Man, Iron Man 2, and Thor's art books releasing this summer. I'm definitely interested in picking up a few of these, if not all of them, if I have the chance. So make sure to check out your favorites as well when they release this summer. Lastly, we have the bonus nerdy news segment. And this week, I want to talk about my other favorite franchise, Pokemon. Now, this past Tuesday was Pokemon Day, the anniversary of the original game's release. And in honor of that, they held a Pokemon Direct, revealing a ton of news. So I'm just gonna bring up the 2 highlights for me personally. First up, 7 new Pokemon were revealed for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, in addition to a 2-part DLC titled The Hidden Treasure of Area Zero. coming out by the end of the year. Now, all these Pokemon are very exciting, but I gotta give a shout out to my favorite, Walking Lake. Additionally, outside of Pokemon games, there was a very interesting announcement, as in collaboration with Netflix, Pokemon announced Pokemon Concierge, a stop-motion animated series coming soon. I found this very interesting as a lot of people have always brought up, why is there no live-action Pokemon show or stuff like that? But I think it's very interesting to do a stop-motion series. It's very unique, and I'm excited to watch this when it releases. Now, I was glad to talk a little bit about Pokemon, and I could go on about the other announcements, but I'll leave it short. Thanks for joining me this week, and I hope you'll join me next week as well. Thank you. Bye.